To become a leader in finance as a woman was not something that I ever thought would be a barrier. And there were many times in my career when I would look around the room and I would realize that I was the only woman in the room. But I would realize that after the fact. It never impeded me in feeling that I wasn't deserved there. I was actually at an event just last week where Marianne Lake, the CFO of JP Chase, spoke. And one of the things she said that was important at JP Morgan was to know your stuff and get it done. That just kind of encapsulates it. And I think that's been key not only to my success, but really to those around me. As far as a young woman to look forward, well, one thing that she should learn is to believe in yourself. Never be afraid of hard work. There are a lot of really awesome women in this field, in this area, and so to be considered part of that and have the honor of the award is humbling, but yet recognizing all the people and all the things that have happened in my life to help get me to this point, it is a very rewarding recognition of that. I'm Valerie Toalson, and I'm Chief Financial Officer with Cadence Bank Corporation.
The way that I think about it is, when you're young and starting out in your career, you're very focused on almost a checklist of things that you want to get done with your goal in mind. And the exciting part about a career is it takes twists and turns that you don't expect. I've been laid off twice in my career, something I never expected to happen. But each time it posed exciting opportunities, new challenges, all of which really helped me build my career and helped me get to the point that I am today. And so, if I were looking back and sort of advising young women or even thinking about myself 20 years ago, it'd really be more around be bolder. Be more courageous about your choices. Don't limit yourself in terms of what you think you can do. You don't have to be perfect at every job that you go for. You just need to have confidence in your ability to learn and adapt. I wish I'd known those things a bit sooner in my career, but it certainly helped me get to where I am today. Receiving this award is a pretty incredible honor. I'm an immigrant. I moved to this country to go to university. So when I look back and think about all the different paths that I took, it's kind of incredible that I've actually achieved a lot of the goals that I set out for myself as a young woman. And getting this award certainly is an incredible honor. And an organization like the Women's Resource is one that I'm so passionate about, so it's even more meaningful, I think, to receive an award from this kind of group. I'm Lynn Nazareth, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer of RES.
One of my most proud accomplishments is having been at Baylor for over 20 years. In the late 2000s, when things externally were challenging from a financial standpoint, I was part of a team that organized the turnaround for the institution. We obviously had a lot of support internally and externally, but I worked very hard with a number of banks and external institutions to make sure that we got through that. It was a challenge, but something that I'm very, very proud of. Being in the community is always a wonderful thing. You learn a lot of new things, different things. It gives you a different perspective. There are many needs out there and lots of organizations looking for support and help. And it's a great way to develop your skills, to meet new people, and to make a big difference. So in terms of community involvement, have been involved with numerous organizations over the years, continue to be involved in all of them to some extent, and working for a place like Baylor allows me to do that, and it's just a privilege to get to be involved in those organizations. It's really making a difference in whatever way that you can. I'm Kim David. I'm the Chief Business Officer at Baylor College of Medicine.
It was really from the beginning, from high school, and then taking business classes in college. It's like I was really fascinated about financing. Finance is a male-dominated industry, and then what I do, I specialize in energy, and that's even more male-dominated. So it was difficult to say, oh, I'm going to choose this career where I'm going to be one of the only women doing this, especially in energy. So that was a challenge in the beginning. But I would say, to other women, don't let that hold you back. It just gave, future challenges provided, I think, more opportunities to learn and grow and look at different opportunities to do more. I was so honored to win this award. I was really proud to be acknowledged for all the work that I've done in the community, work that I've done in my business. I was shocked at first and then just took it all in, was very proud and grateful. What I would tell a young woman thinking about entering this business is that don't underestimate your capabilities. I had doubts about my capabilities and what I could do, and maybe I wasn't smart enough or I didn't go to the right school, but you can do it. You can be successful. Don't be afraid. Just challenge yourself and take risks. My name is Sandra Salazar, Managing Director at PNC Financial Services Group.
I would never have anticipated when I graduated college that I'd be working in the oil and gas industry. But it was really interesting, and it was a challenge for me because it was something I'd never done. When I started, there were very few women. And really, as times changed, the company grew with kind of the evolution of women being more prominent in the business place. I think women bring a different perspective. It's pleasant to see that and look around the table in the executive room and see more women are joining and sitting at that proverbial table. When I actually found out that I'd won the award, I was extremely humbled. Because you literally look around the industry and you realize there are so many women who are successful and who've worked so hard to achieve so many different things. It's such an honor to be able to represent that group of women. What has been my most successful accomplishment in my career? First time I signed something that was filed with, a government agency, other than my taxes, I guess. It was just really a sense of, wow, I've made it. This is my name. All the hard work that I've put in, all the education I've endured to get to this moment, that's my name. And I think it's important you find that career that's going to continue to give you so much excitement. It's not a accomplishment that makes me proud of my body of work. It's really that continuous motion and keeping and moving forward. So each quarter I get my woohoo moment. There's so many opportunities out there. There's no reason to feel like you have to go on this course that's directed by someone else for you. At my age, it's easy to give that advice out, but I really think you need to stay true to your identity and who you want to be. My name is Ann Janssen. I work for EOG Resources. I'm the Senior Vice President and Chief Accounting Officer.
Within a year after I started working at the bank, I was a lending secretary in the commercial division. And there was nobody that looked like me. This was many years ago. There was very few females. It was all male dominated. But I just felt something that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the numbers. At the time, I wasn't, even thinking about going to college, but I knew it was something that I was interested in, and I knew that if I wanted to pursue a career in that particular field, I had to get an education. Coming from a first-generation college student, it just develops an incredible perseverance. There's very little that can get me down. I get knocked down a few times, but I just get back up and I move forward. You just don't let anything stop you. You just figure out a way how to get around any obstacle that might come your way. My background is unique and different than most of my colleagues, so it's important for me to be a good role model, to show people like me with my background that you can accomplish anything that you want to do, whatever your dreams are. The things that I've accomplished would not have been possible without people that have helped me along the way. My name is Terry Morales. I work for Amegy Bank. I'm a Senior Vice President in the Corporate Banking Division.